Hey y'all, wanted to show you my Halloween mini and show you my sweet little witch here, Miss Bree in her little witch's costume. The theme of the Halloween minis that I've done so far are witch minis. And my sister-in-law's going to man the camera for me. And this is the one that I made for my friend Roxy. I did one in pink and black for me and one in purple and black for her. She chose those colors. And it is a double paper bag mini, and I'll show you why I'm calling it that, and I'll also do a tutorial to show you how to make one, or what makes it a double paper bag. The cover and the back are actually the cover and the back from a 1938 Webster's Dictionary. That was just in really, really sad condition, and that's the only thing that consoled me when I pulled the covers off. I can't stand tearing up books. But it had a blue cover. I used one that was green covered and one was blue covered. And actually hers was a green covered. And so I dry brushed it with some black acrylic paint and then added some Juneberry wine and some silver sugar stickles and some perfect pearls just to grunge it up and give it some shimmer. And of course I have some Tim Holtz corners and some lace here. And these really cool letters are recollections. And I titled it Hocus Pocus because this mini is supposed to look like a witch's scrapbook, and then I've added my own space within her pages, which I'll explain and show you as we go through it. Girls Papery charm here, and these purple and black maple leaves I found at Michael's, and just have some tulle that I crinkled up with my heat gun and added some little dots of stickles and put some little purple feathers in here, and then some Prima flowers that I've used some graphite glimmer mist and some purple stickles, and I have a little witch's hat floral pick here that actually came from Roxy, and it had yellow stars on it that I didn't want on this particular mini, so I black embossed over that. Some Recollections flowers, and then this rat is courtesy of Roxy. She actually sent this to me in a goodie box last year, so I used it on the mini and it was just perfect, and I gave him some purple eyes using some stickles. So the binding, I just used some sticky back canvas that I painted black after I applied it to get kind of an accordion fold binding, because I knew the album was going to be thick and I wanted it to be expandable. So just added some kind of spiderwebby ribbon to give it a creepy look. It's really just decorative, not functional. And then have a little Tim Holtz charm that I put a little glitter sticker on and just grunged up a skeleton key. So that's the charms hanging from this one. And when you open it up, I have a really cool quote. I just love this that I found on the internet. And it says, women are angels, and when someone breaks our wings, we simply continue to fly on a broomstick. And y'all should have seen my husband's face when I read that to him. His eyes just crossed. On the first page is the gate entry to the mini album, and cut all this out with a Cricut, the little graveyard and the gate. But I did something, I altered it a little bit by making the gate movable. It actually opens, and I have enter if you dare to welcome you to the mini album. And then this is what makes it a double paper bag. It actually opens up like this. And the reason I did that was I assembled the mini album, and then I had more ideas than I had given myself space for, so I had to add some pages, and that was the way I came up with doing that. But on this page, I have a little booklet that I just clipped on, and this opens up with room for pictures and journaling. And then this is a pocket that I made. It's a two file folder pocket, and then the frame and the crow came from the Cricut cartridge, and I did some spiderweb embossing behind it and added some perfect pearls. Used those a lot in this one too, and it has a really neat effect on dark cardstock. But I used the Cricut to cut out some tombstones and make some tags, and this opens up to reveal some of the gravestones. And have a little spider on there that I put some stickles on. And then on the next page, this is actually a picture of the witch's house. And I, of course, used the Cricut on all this, cut the house out, and used some silver paper to back it to make it look like the lights were on. And then just have some purple cardstock behind that I added some Perfect Pearls to just give it kind of a spooky, foggy look. And then this Acetate Moon is Martha Stewart. And on the tag, see, I gave myself a big photo mat and space to put pictures of the outside of our house that we decorate for Halloween. So I'm just going to kind of follow along with what she has done to the mini album, so to speak, and add my bit to it. And then when you flip this over, this is her entertainment for Halloween. It looks like she was invited to the 713th Annual Witches Ball. Entertainment by the Four Witches of Salem. There's a picture of them right there. I've got room right here to stick a tag and a little music note paper clip that I put a little bat charm and some tulle on to attach whatever I want to put in that little pocket. And then over on this page, this is a peekaboo pocket, and I ran it through a Cuttlebug folder and glimmer misted it and just didn't like the way that looked. So then I dry brushed some black acrylic paint and wiped it off. Still didn't like it. I added glimmer mist and paint and Perfect Pearls to it, and then finally ended up with just a spooky effect. It was just really kind of creepy looking. So she has this little peekaboo pocket here, and I've added my own little photo mat so I can put my information in here also. But here's her menu for the Witches Ball, and then this is her what she saved for transportation, and Salem Witches Association did the flowers, and then here's her Witches Ball ticket slid in here. So, and this is where I'm going to put my information for the entertainment party, whatever we do for Halloween. And then have more room here for my addition to the book. And there's also tags in this pocket, so we have more room. And then on this page, cut this out with a Cricut, this little frame, and then did some Champagne Sparkle Versamark and UT over that to give it a little bit of shimmer. And then one of these Recollections portraits that I thought was a lot of fun to put in there. And then, of course, the picture can always be placed over that. And then another pocket here. And then I found another really neat quote, and this is from William Shakespeare's Macbeth. And it says, "Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog, adder's fork and blindworm's sting, lizard's leg and owlet's wing, for a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth, boil and bubble." I thought that was pretty cool, so I just stuck that in behind some acetate. And then this little pocket actually opens up, and you can see her cauldron that I UT'd to give it kind of a cast iron effect, and then use some purple puff paint to make her the potion, I guess, bubbling out of the cauldron, and then put some Lord, I can't think of the name of anything, some glimmer mist on the smoke rising out of it to just give it a little shimmer, make it spooky looking. And then on this page there's a little pocket, and cut this out with my Cricut. And then see, in this pocket I can add my recipes beside her cauldron, and just made a little flip here to put some recipes. And because we always do something for Halloween dinner, something fun, we have Ghosts in the Graveyard for dessert, and just do some fun little dishes for Halloween. Let me know, Shantae, when we get to about 7.5 minutes, if we aren't already there. Okay, go ahead and stop it. Y'all, we'll be back with part 2 of this video.